Ladies and gentlemen, the American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. And our top story has to be the Trump interview with Bret Baier. Bret Baier is a Boy Scout. Bret Baier tried to get him, tried to tell him the election was not stolen in 2020. Trump stood up to that. Went through the laundry list of all those people that worked for Trump that are now on the outs with Trump. Trump was funny. He said, well, for every 10 I picked a winner, one was a loser, other 9 were winners. But it was a very combative interview. I kept waiting for Trump to say, well, those people don't like the Indians, like he did to the governor of Oklahoma. All right, Biden the bozo. You can't make this up, folks. You ready for this? He claimed, Joe Biden, on Monday, that we will have conserved 30% of all lands and waters under the U.S. jurisdiction by the year 2020. What does he mean? 30% of all lands and waters conserved by the year 2020. I mean, the guy, we got a bozo for president. Complete bozo. Lost Titanic sub. Folks, this is not going to end well. My guess is based upon, you've been following on the news yourself, but I'm telling you right now, if you didn't hear, if you're only getting your news from me, a submarine taking some explorers, paying $250,000 a pop. They run this kind of exploratory tourism kind of business. Go from Newfoundland, they go to the Titanic, and they go down and explore. It is in 12,000 feet of water, over 2 miles deep. The last underwater rescue was in 1975, like 1,500 feet off the coast of Ireland. They haven't heard from them. Oxygen's running out. I tell you what blows me away. I mean, I'm just being honest, just blows me away. I would just assume that somewhere on the East Coast, we have a submarine, like a big old submarine, that can go down there, go over there, check it out, see what's what. Maybe the thing exploded. Maybe we're never going to find it. There's some thoughts that maybe it got stuck on top of the Titanic. That's going to be their tomb now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Heritage Foundation has sued Bragg that he has refused to respond to Freedom of Information Act requests for some of the document stuff relating to his quote-unquote Trump investigation. And he has now been sued. Good for them. Now, you got to love this one. I can't believe I forgot this story yesterday. I didn't know what a chyron was. A chyron is what is that label down there, okay? They call that a chyron. When Biden was speaking the other day, they put this up. Wannabe dictator speaks at the White House after having his political rival arrested. The person who put that was Alexander McCaskill. We're going to give him Oracle status. A senior producer for Tucker Carlson, and he wanted to get fired. So he did that. Is that hysterical? I mean, that is just so funny. $80 billion have exited the U.S. banking system. People are taking money out. Folks, you know who that $80 billion is? Big time money. And they're not stupid. You know what these filthy rich people are going to do? They're going to time they're probably manipulating right now. They're going to time the removal of all their money out of United States banks and the crash of the stock market. You watch. They're going to remove the cash. They're going to sell all their stocks. And when it all goes crashing down, they'll be sitting on cash. That's what's going to happen. Meanies to generals. You can't make this up. We apparently pay people in the military to go on social media to track mean little messages to a general. You know what? If you're a badass general, number one, you're not going to get too many bad posts, and you don't give a damn if you do, right? I can tell you right now, if I was a general, I wouldn't give a damn. Blinken, he goes over to China to grovel. Actually did get to meet with Xi. You know what they're talking about? They're talking about, we just want to make sure that we're talking because we need to keep communications going on to make sure nothing really bad happens. I mean, it doesn't accomplish anything. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Climate spending. Good old Joe Biden wants to spend $600 million more on climate spending. Now, I got to ask you a question. Where does it go? Where Where does the money go? Who gets this so-called climate money spending? What companies get it? What individuals get it? Nobody ever tracks where this money goes. It just goes whoosh. That's why we got $33 trillion in debt, nothing to show for it. Markle faked her interviews apparently on Archetype. She apparently had staff members do some interviews and then dub in her voice like with AI intelligence or something like that. This woman can't do anything right. Nothing. She can do nothing right. Everything she touches goes to crap. Carrie Altsholder, man, I gotta cover this because this is just funny. I'll find it here. Okay, this high school math teacher, he's fired. You know, some things they're you gotta put in context. He was apparently trying to do like a teaching moment with him. Gary Altschuler, who worked at Lake Worth High School, made the racially charged remarks on February. He was fired on Wednesday by the Palm Beach County School Board. They conducted some investigation where he was posting photos of 3 students on a smart board with labels extra cream. Do you believe it, Sabrina? Medium roast and dark roast. He said he did in response to 2 students who began calling each other light skin. He reported this, told the students they were going to mock the color. They should be more creative. You know what? I wouldn't have fired the guy over this. Extra cream, medium roast, dark roast. You can use your imagination. No Way Out. You ready for this? AMC pulled the film No Way Back, the reality of gender-affirming care from theaters prior to its June 21st release. Unbelievable. Tells the story of 5 people who underwent gender-transforming treatment when they were young and came to regret it. Oh, can't let that cat out of the bag. All right, we got another funny story here by another teacher. It's bad, but it's funny. A Jewish middle school teacher resigned. A 12-year-old little snot made Nazi jokes and sent him a drawing of Adolf Hitler. He's been charged with criminal harassment, the 12-year-old. Robley was put on leave after it was alleged he made the face in the student and he spoke about the boy in front of other students. What the teacher's got to put up with? Unbelievable. RFK Jr. censored. They pulled the Jordan Peterson YouTube, yanked down the Jordan Peterson interview with RFK, trying to claim it all related to the vaccine stuff. By the way, some more funny things. John Durham's going to testify on Capitol Hill about his report on the FBI. Adele has developed jock itch from her Las Vegas residency show, Too Much Spandex. By the way, she also, when she bought Rocky's house, decided to keep the statue. And last but not least, 15,000 people signed a petition to ban Don Jr. from going to Australia. What a bunch of crock. Too outspoken, they say. I stand with Don Jr. at all times. One history thing we want to put up. The United States Secretary of State approved the transfer of Wernher von Braun and his team of Nazi rocket scientists to America. By the way, this freaking began the whole NASA thing. Good move, right? He was a Nazi. We took him in. Thank God we did. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary, Jerry, and Bulldog Nation coming up next. Eric Deters and local news. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Local News, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. Where our lead story is the Cincinnati Reds. They are on a 9-game winning streak. I have watched the last 9 games, folks. I have become a fair weather, jump on the train, bandwagon fan. But you know what? They're a professional team. I don't want to watch a team that's getting beat. I want to watch a team that's exciting. This team is exciting as can be. And the drama, last night, Joey Votto comes back, hits his first ball hard, then he gets a home run, then he gets a bases loaded single, then he walks. I mean, it was unbelievable. The Joey Votto return. And all the players are playing great. The pitchers are playing great. They play the Rockies again today. I think I might go watch a game one of these days this week. It's crazy. It's great. Law of crime. A Butler man, you ready for this? Butler County man, accused of terroristic threatening on social media. He threatened members of the Oxford Masonic Lodge in Butler County. Bad move. According to officers, he used Facebook account with a different name. Trust me, I'll be there, but you Satanists won't like the outcome. Yeah, not good. Got to be careful of those threats. A Norwood woman was arrested for child enticement. This is scary stuff. Lisa Nacarelli, 44, was taken to Hamilton County for trying to lure a child away from his home on June 17th. Security camera caught it. Wow. That is scary stuff. He said his wife, Jamie, was in the house tending their infant son while the other two played outside. Shoo! Scary stuff, man. In local news, this is pretty interesting. An Edgewood doctor, this guy right here, Dr. Gupta, had allowed an unlicensed assistant to administer anesthesia. No longer allowed to practice medicine in Kentucky, according to an agreed order from the State Board of Medical Licensure. He's a pain medicine guy. Man, these pain medicine guys always getting in trouble. Sad, sad, sad. Had some people contact me about that one. In Kentucky, another law and order one. A man has been arrested and charged with locking a woman in the bathroom, shoving her against the wall, grabbing her by the hair. 27-year-old Rakeem Taylor snatched the phone out of the victim's hand before locking her into the room for an hour. Uh-oh. All right, in Kentucky, patriotic states. Come on, Kentucky. Kentucky's not one of the most patriotic states. I don't believe this. You know what it says? It says Alaska, Montana, and Virginia are the most patriotic. I say BS. All right, this is funny. You can't make it up, folks. You ready for this? Kentucky is the most toothless state in the country. Remember that laundry list when I ran for governor of all the problems with Kentucky? Well, we can add toothless now. We have the most toothless people. Where's the dentists? Sad story, 5-year-old in Jackson County was accidentally shot and killed. Is that not the worst? Accidental shooting. Like, oh, how'd that happen? In Ohio news, an IRS agent used a fake name to go to make a house call. Now, why are IRS agents not just saying, here, I'm for the IRS and I'm here to talk to you? It's crazy. And then in Parma Heights, this is a sad story, an ambulance crushed a woman. They talked to her, they left. She came out to the side door, trying to get their attention, slipped and fell, went under the ambulance, crushed, killed. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Coming up next, Jamie Spendley, who still didn't have the guts to do the show about the size of willy whackers around the world.
Hello, you're watching World News in 60 seconds. The latest headlines. Russian drones targeted the capital of Kyiv and other cities early this morning, hitting many buildings in the west. Ukraine countered with 35 drones, and all but 3 were shot down. No casualties were reported. The French police are searching the headquarters of the organisers of the Paris Olympic Games. Reports in French media suggest of financial corruption. The Games will take place from July the 26th through August 11th, 2024. Andrew Tate has been charged in Romania with rape, human trafficking, and forming an organised crime group to sexually exploit women. His brother and 2 associates have also been charged. For the man who lives on naps, Eric Deters, regularly finding time for a little snooze is good for our brains and helps keep it bigger and longer, says University College London researchers. And in sports, England football team thrashed North Macedonia last night 7-0 in the Euros. Until tomorrow, cheerio.